Bushcraft 412, and a quick review on the Coleman freeze-dried foods. Now, I've been a backpacker since probably about like 10-12 years old. Started out in the Boy Scouts carrying, the old military surplus stuff. And over the years, I've gone through different styles of backpacking, from, at one time I was a big ultralight backpacker, and I've done my time with the military surplus stuff, and then at other times I've been all about comfort and just, brought 60, 80 pound packs and just brought everything I could get my hands on. And over the years, of course, I've tried all different kinds of food, from freeze-dried to dehydrated foods, like jerkies and whatnot, and even just brought like regular foods like rice and stuff like that, and actually cooked on the trail. I actually prefer to cook on the trail because I just, the food just is a lot better, tastes better, and it's kind of fun to cook on the trail because you can really get creative. But I saw a couple of these at Walmart, and you gotta understand, guys, I haven't bought like a Mountain House meal in quite a few years. In fact, last time I bought the Mountain House meals, they were probably about $5. And the other day I went to Gander Mountain, and I was gonna pick a couple up just to kind of throw in the cupboard in case I ever needed a quick like backpacking meal or just a trail lunch or something like that. And I saw that they're up to like $9, and that some of them, the bigger ones, were up to like $11. And I was kind of like, whoa, it's not even worth it to buy them at that price. $10, just too much for me. So I kind of skipped on them. And I was in Walmart today picking up a few things for my videos, and I noticed that they have these Coleman meals. And they've been out for a while, but apparently I've had my head in the sand and haven't noticed them. But the thing that caught my eye is the price. These were $4.97, which is kind of what the Mountain House meals used to be back in the day. And I thought, for that price, I'm going to give these things a try. They're pretty small, pretty compact. Like any other freeze-dried food, they're very lightweight. All you need is a couple cups of boiling water to make them, rehydrate. And just like any other freeze-dried meal, I tried one of these. I tried the, they had a beef stew I tried. Of course, these freeze-dried meals, they taste like a bag of ass. Let's face it, they're not the best thing. When you're hungry, yeah, they taste good. But, if you're just, having one of these for dinner, they do taste pretty gross. And they're loaded with sodium. They're not the healthiest choice. But I couldn't pass it up. At $5, I picked up 4 of these. And, I ate one of them. Now I've got one left. So I'm going to stash these away for a rainy day or just a lazy backpacking day or even a day hike or something like that. I just wanted to show you real quick some of the stats on these bad boys. They run about 400 calories. This one here is 420. And a lot of sodium. As you can see, there is a lot of sodium in this. But good protein, good fiber, some good carbs. It's a good all-around backpacking food. And the only thing, too, is it has a Best By date of 2013, which I will completely ignore that because these things are probably good for 10 years, to be honest. So you can get these at Walmart. I haven't seen them at any other stores so far. I'm sure they're out there at other places, but I think these are definitely a good replacement for Mountain House. One, because of the price, but two, they're in smaller packaging. Those Mountain Houses are big packages, and whenever I go backpacking with them, I always find that I open them and transport the contents to a Ziploc bag. These are actually small enough where I'd be comfortable backpacking with these. So, very cool. And just like the Mountain House, they have the kind of like the little Ziploc seal, so you can put the water in, the boiling water, and seal it back up and let it cook. Eat them right out of the bag, or you can put them in a pot and stir them up and cook them in a pot, your choice. But very cool item, and I guess I'm kind of a little bit behind the times there, but kind of goes to show you can still get some neat stuff at Walmart if you are a backpacker, camper, hiker, hunter, or whatever. You can still get neat little things like this.